Yo, what's going on? Spark. Another character guide. We got Zhao Yun, Guan, Xing, and Zhang. And yeah, let's get started. So, I'm not gonna cover normals because again they behave the same, but charge moves. Zhao Yun, obviously he's a spear user, so his range is already pretty good. His charge moves are pretty damn good too. Charge 2, launches enemies in the air. It's not, you can't double launch with it, but you could do a trick where you like sort of do it and then switch to another character, because there's a bit of like time before you can actually attack. They put some recovery on it, so you could just, like I said, just switch to another character and sort of attack faster in that regard before the enemy techs out. Yeah, charge 1 leads into his EX2, the spear slam. In the previous guide I made, I actually said that it's kind of hard to combo with this move, but honestly, you just need enough time to practice with it in order to sort of get the utility out of it. It's really good gap closer. Nice to use to build up Muso. A lot of the EX moves in this game are good to build up Muso. So like maybe you'll just like do a spear slam and just switch straight into your horse to, you know, ride to attack the next guy, the next officer. EX1, of course we know, the famous drill attack. Good combo extender. Can be a little tricky to hit in crowds, and also if the enemy is a little too high, it'll whiff. That's kind of the issue with Zhao Yun in a way. Like if you want to do sort of those combos, it sounds weird, but his normals are so good in terms of range and like juggle capability that when you're trying to like do some of his charge moves, like let's say charge 4, they'll fly in some random direction before you can follow up with the charge 1. Or his C6 has too much startup before an enemy can poke you out of it. That's why I would say get steadfast. Pretty essential. So you won't get flinched out of everything. C5, nice combo extender. It's fast. Knocks them up vertically. C6 is a good combo ender. It has a nice radius to it. Overall, Zhao Yun is a good character. Great character. His Muso 1. Beautiful combo extender. One of the more consistent ones. Because the vertical hitbox and everything is just really good. And horizontal even. So, forward advancing too. So it's really hard to... It's one of those Musos that's really hard to miss. It has such a great radius to it. Especially if you max out reach. Air Muso, it's alright. Funny enough, it's actually what I would consider like one of the not so good ones in the game. Honestly, it suffers from this issue that this game has, which is some air Musos lose damage while the enemy is juggled for some weird reason. I don't know why, or they just in general don't do much damage, but at least from my testing, when I'm trying to do air Musos to maybe finish off a combo, sometimes it doesn't do much damage. Some of them, ones that come to mind is like Dian Wei's and like maybe like the Sao, some of the Sao family, like the Sao P and Sao. Their air Musos are kind of weak, but yeah, there's that. His normals, his like air normal, good for extending combos in the air because you could just switch to another character and do stuff there. It's really good. You can instant air it. That's what I do sometimes. Do an instant air normal. you could just immediately go into the slam. This was actually a bit tricky to do in DWA, actually. The cancel window was very, very tight, where you could barely, you had to mash the crap out of the slam to get it out. Which is funny because that was just a Dynasty Warriors 8 issue. That wasn't in Orochi 3. You could actually just go straight into the slam pretty easily in that game. The jump charge is a jump charge. It's pretty good. You'll find yourself doing that after EX1. EX1, you'll take to the air, slam down with a ground slam. Make sure you don't get that. You see that attack that he does like near the end? You want to cancel the attack, the air normals before that comes out. So you'll go into it and just kind of press charge to get the slam instead. So, yeah. Magic attack. Unique magic attack. Pretty powerful. Pretty powerful if you go for it. Trying to see what else. He also has that the deity form thing. I mean, if you have a bad PC, it's good for tanking frames, like it does for me. Overall, Zhao Yun is a really solid character. Even his running normal is pretty goated. It has some insane tracking on it when you switch characters and stuff. Yeah, that's Zhao Yun. Alright, so now we got Guan Xing, the bird guy. His attacks can be a little tricky to hit in combos, honestly. They can feel a little bad at times. Particularly like, what is it, like C6. If I can do it. But like, yeah, it can be a little disorienting. Honestly, I think this character can shine a bit more when using lock-on. Without lock-on, it seems like he flies all over the place. And I think the devs did make an effort to make it less disorienting, because in DWA it did feel that way. I remember it feeling, especially like doing C3, or was it, or C4? Yeah, this one. That move felt pretty crazy. EX2 flies forward, pretty straightforward, not bad, honestly. It's not bad. EX1 pretty goated, true combos. So you can switch to another character. You gotta wait for him to be counted as airborne, but you can pull it off. And then you can go into Air Muso. You go from Air Muso to like a jump charge, and then, you know, combo continuation there. Trying to think. Unique magic attack is honestly pretty good. It shines more, I would say, if the enemy is near a wall or a corner. You could just get the constant hits with the Phoenix mode. And yeah, you can continue to juggle there. Jump charge, it's alright. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You can do a little bit of redirection with it, so if you start here, you can like turn back a bit. So that's some redirection tech to it. Yeah, he don't really have much of note charge moves, really. I'll say samey. His Muso, he just swirls around. You can get it to constantly like hit while you like spinning around, and you may be able to get a combo continuation. Haven't tested much. Air Muso, good combo extender. Especially if I have a character that has a nice Air Muso. Not Zhao Yun, of course, but and Zhang Bao's Air Muso is not particularly great for combo continuation either. But it's they have like decent combo enders, I guess. So yeah, whilst he, you know, he's not particularly one of the stronger technique characters. He has stuff that works for him, like I said, his Air Muso and his Phoenix mode with the unique magic attack is not too bad. And his EX moves are pretty consistent as far as like, you know, doing combos and whatnot. So honestly, I'd say, yeah, if you like the aesthetic, like the whole bird thing, I'd say lock in on him because it's not too bad. So yeah, that's Guan Xing. Alright, so now we got Zhang Bao. Honestly, he's pretty underrated, I'd say. He's a power character, so you know he can guard cancel stuff, which is real nice. Especially, like I said, guys, be sure to snag the Fragonite mod because the power characters, not just the power characters, but everybody can guard cancel. Personally, I don't use the guard cancel because like I like to readjust my camera and I'll like accidentally guard cancel a move that I didn't mean to. I like to be a little bit precise, and so if you use lock on, I'd say universal guard cancels are really going to work for you. But what I like in particular with the Fragonite mod is that you can lower the timer for guard cancels, and so this inadvertently helped the issue that I had, particularly when playing Infinity mode, and that's that like when you hold block, you can sort of switch the modes on the characters, and I would find myself actually swapping their modes by accident. This is pretty bad because your allies can run out and just job. So like I set him to attack, and he'll just like go out and, you know, attack enemies and stuff, and you don't want that because they'll just job and die, and you won't have a character to switch to for combos. But Fragonite sort of fixed that issue. So now the cancel window for attacks are pretty tight. So now you don't accidentally like get the function for them to switch modes to come out. And so yeah, that's pretty dope. But yeah, onto his charge move. So he has some deceptively good range. You would think that he has this thing on his arm and doesn't have that much range, but yeah, no, dude has range galore. And his moves feel really nice to use. Don't double launch with his C5. I think C4 is techable. I think it is. But honestly, if you initiate combos with it, it's not too bad. Yeah, C6 is techable. So do it, but like cancel out of it, and then like don't finish it, like, because at a certain point it is techable. His EX moves are pretty good, I'd say, though. Closing the gap and doing the punch and stuff. Muso's great Muso there. Nice recovery, rejuggles, and good range. Air Muso, whilst it doesn't freeze the enemy for that long, if I'm not mistaken, for you to sometimes get the punch off before they can like get out of it. I'd say that's where you would want to get certain sacred treasures, like the one that stops time, the Zerwardo one that you get from story mode, I think. The what's his face one? E-boy Odin. That's the one you want to get. His unique magic attack. That is not him. Can do some pretty good damage, and the range is pretty nuts too. So, yeah. Zhang Bao. If you like power characters, like his aesthetic, definitely don't sleep on this dude. He's pretty fucking cool. He has combos. Like, he can do stuff. And all these characters, like I said, they work together pretty well. Yeah. So that about does it.